Blue Lock Chapter 355 has been released, revealing the England national team lineup. We see return of some familiar characters, and the introduction of new ones, including the character Fox. But to find out more, you'll have to wait, as this chapter holds many surprises, so get ready. Alright, the chapter titled 1 to Infinity opens with a shot of Blue Lock Stadium. The commentators announce that this is the final match of Group A, reminding us that the winner of this fateful battle will advance to the knockout tournament, and the world's attention is on this decisive match. We see fans from all over the globe, excited for this decisive game. Next, we see both England and Japan entering the stadium. We see Teddy leading the attack for England, alongside Yukimiya, who is up front for Blue Lock. We also see the England lineup against Japan, as the announcement is made that the Japan vs. England match is about to begin. Next, we see Teddy repeatedly saying he's a worthless puppet. While Isagi stares at him, we see Agi suddenly appear, waving to Isagi and saying it's been a minute. He then asks if Isagi remembers him from the new Egoist League. Isagi tells him that of course he does, and that he always remembers great people. Then we see the England national team players. Then, Agi tells Isagi that it's an honor for him, and that they will discover which of our teams is the craziest. He tells him that this will be a battle of aesthetics. Isagi seems a little nervous and tells Agi that he is ready, calling him the Mad Doctor. After that, we see Fox, who appears to be the England coach, saying he's 0 to 1. He smiles and says he can't believe he and Jinpachi will be facing each other as coaches. Ego replies that he feels the same way and wonders what the England team was thinking when they made him their coach. Fox starts laughing and says that Ego is still as annoying as ever, and that the Japanese Football Association must have lost their minds when they hired him. Fox then smiles at Ego and tells him not to worry, because today is the day his foolish football fantasies will be obliterated. As the game begins, Ego replies that it's fine, Fox, and that it's time for them to see what the match started. Ego says that this game will determine which of their football styles will live on in the new era. We then see Yukimiya start running inside and Isagi passes the ball back, while Zansu and Hiyori also start to advance. We see Agi at the front with 2 England players beside him, while Isagi says, "Alright, here we go." Then, we see the ball go to Karasu. Isagi says that Karasu is the anchor of their attacks, and with Hiyori in front, Zansu on the right, and Yukimiya on the left, the fur will form a diamond shape. Isagi continues explaining the formation, saying that Shido is their main finisher, and his role is to support them and confuse the enemy. This is their basic formation. Isagi points out that in addition, he has been given the freedom to devour the formation centered around Karasu and score his own goals, and that this is the mission given to him by Ego. We see Karasu pass the ball before any of the English players can get to it. Isagi continues, saying that the team is now fully Karasu's, and if he wants to regain the top spot, he must win with his own goals and show them the new Isagi Uchi. Isagi passes the ball away while Agi tries to stop him. The ball reaches Hiyori, who manages to control it. He says that it's time to tempo boost, and then he passes the ball absolutely brilliant. He's been beaten by England's number 5. Next, we see the shot reach Zanetsu, who says switching on Smash England man Zanetsu. Then someone appears next to Zanetsu and says that the weak link that needs to be crushed is clearly him. Then we see he appears to be midfielder Nyang, who tells him that England will turn 1 to infinity. As they run, Zanetsu tells him to shut up. Nyang then puts his arm in front of Zanetsu, trying to stop him. Then Karasu appears behind them and calls out to Zanetsu, telling him to send the ball back. Zanetsu moves to the left and passes the ball past Nyang. Then the other England players begin preparing, saying here it comes and yes sir, and 1 to infinity. Then we see them surround Karasu. This confuses Karasu, as he says they already have a counter strategy, and that they know he is the foundation. But then we see Isagi with the puzzle pieces begin to appear, and he says, that's right, they will target Karasu. As Isagi intercepts the ball in front of everyone, he says he'll devour this score. Zanetsu shouts saying nice one Isagi, but then Teddy appears saying he can see Isagi, and passes the ball away from him. This surprises Isagi. Isagi smiles at Teddy and says, not bad you worthless puppet. Teddy repeats the phrase from 1 to infinity, which everyone else is saying. Then we see Shido, who suddenly appears and jumps towards the ball, which is still in the air. Isagi and Teddy look at him, and then he says, and now the final figure in the opening act is the Creepy Man. Shido smiles, and as he prepares to shoot, one of England players says he'll jump. The other defender replies, yes sir, as Shido tries to shoot. He's blocked at the last moment. Then we see a giant knight behind the defenders, and honestly this amazed me. But then we see Shido looking shocked as he says, they're like a wall. Karasu just says, yikes. And Isagi starts thinking, saying speed. pressure, contact, blocking. All the players coming at us have crazy abilities. But despite that, the whole team is defending with regimented coordination. Isagi smiles and asks if they are an army, then realizes that this is U20, the England football soldier football. We see 3 knights, each carrying a different weapon, and 5 players including Teddy positioned in their roles. Teddy receives the ball after Shadou's blocked shot. Then we see Fox, and he says that he is the 0 to 1. And Teddy replies, "Yes, sir," adding that they will turn 1 into infinity. And that's the end of the chapter. Honestly, this chapter is amazing. I want to know your opinions. Who do you think will score the first goal in this match? Also, what do you think of Fox's character? Anyway, if you like BLUELOCK and similar videos, I suggest you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to leave a comment and a like. Also, if you'd like to see another video of mine, please watch the one that will appear at the end. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.